Hi friends, welcome to my channel, Home Concepts. Please like and subscribe my channel. Today I introduce different types of photo gallery wall design ideas. A gallery wall is a great way to display several pictures in one location. There are endless ways to arrange pictures on your wall. An empty wall is like a blank canvas. There are so many amazing ways to decorate it and tell a story, and one of the most popular techniques is creating a gallery wall. Photos are not only modern paintings but also a cool way to memorize all the members of your family and the happiest moments. Displaying them on the walls is, perhaps, the most popular way to decorate your home, showing off your family at its best. Create an eye-catching gallery wall using different sized frames. Different types of gallery wall layout ideas are Triptych gallery wall layout, Symmetrical layout, grid or linear style layout, mismatched style layout, casual or eclectic style gallery wall layout, collection gallery wall layout, trio layout, on a mantle layout, closed gallery wall layout, floating layout, suspended look layout, asymmetrical style layout, and aligned on a shelf or ledge gallery wall layout. Layout 1: Triptych gallery wall. If you have a sophisticated, editorial style and are looking for a high-impact gallery wall, you can select the Triptych style layout. This creative photo wall layout is achieved by splitting a photo into tiles or separate panels. This eye-catching look is great for panoramic scenes and tells the story of your photo in a unique way. This style is perfect above a sofa, down a long hallway, or above a king bed. However, you can create a triptych of any size, whichever way you choose to bring this idea to life in your home. Just remember that there's no right or wrong way to create a triptych. It's fun to think of the possibilities, and as you're finding the right image, explore editing a few to see which you like best. Layout 2: Symmetrical gallery wall. This symmetrical approach is where all of the artwork in the gallery wall is hung at the exact same distance and height from one another. No matter how many pieces of artwork you're using, all the frames should be the same color and size. The selections of prints or portraits should be the same theme as well. For example, black and white landscapes are all family portraits with the same saturation. This approach creates a large-scale focal point. It is great for oversized walls or spaces where it is unconventional for furniture placement but you still want to add some visual interest. The end of a hall and corner of a living space are a great example of where this approach will work really well. Symmetrical but with a touch of playfulness, this gallery wall layout is the best of worlds. To recreate this look, alternate between two different frame sizes, one horizontally oriented, one vertically oriented, in two or more columns. Align the top and bottom of the columns, and keep the space between each frame consistent. Layout 3: The grid or linear style gallery wall. One of favorite photo collage ideas for a wall is to create a grid of smaller prints or frames. With this layout, the clean, crisp lines make what could feel chaotic appear purposeful. You'll want to have your measuring tape handy for this one to keep your grid accurate and consistent. The picture grid gallery wall is the perfect way to display family pictures, and makes a beautiful statement in a home. The perfect grid gallery shows balance and organization and brings a clean look to a bunch of random pictures. It works great for family pictures or similar-like photos. The main advantage of a grid gallery wall is that it's rather easy to design yourself without any help. You will just hang everything in a grid, leaving the same space in between the frames. You will just have to make some marks on the wall to make sure that you are hanging them perfectly. You won't have to take pics. All the frames or artworks will be of the same size. A grid of frames is another way to decorate your wall, especially in the living room. If you love streamlined designs, then this one's for you. To achieve the grid gallery wall layout, You can either use small framed photos or wall art or large prints, with the same frame size and photo size. The grid-style gallery wall relies heavily on proportions, symmetry and balance. This style is ideal for modern interiors with straight lines or spaces that aim for a clean, formal or minimalist aesthetic. Layout 4. The mismatched style gallery wall. Play around with different sizes and types of frames to create a mismatched gallery wall. Select photos that feature a variety of both people and places. You could even honor some childhood family memories by scanning old photos to include in the collection. This layout offering a fun mix of different sized frames. This layout ideal if you are looking to add more frames to your gallery wall over time. The mismatched layout uses different frame styles in creating a gallery wall. It could be a glass frame combined with wooden frames or golden brass frames paired with a floating frame with black bolts, or a combination of all frame styles. Layout 5. Aligned on a shelf or ledge gallery wall. To switch things up throughout your space, we love lining photos or frames up on a ledge. Align prints on a wooden photo ledge or place frames on a built-in shelf in your space. With this layout, use varying levels and lines to make your walls come alive. It allows you to layer up, stack, rearrange and replace your artwork as much as you like. For people who can't commit, installing a floating shelf and leaning your wall arts or framed photos is the perfect gallery wall idea. It's also perfect for renters, especially if you're not allowed to make too many holes on the wall. Mix and match short and tall frames for a casual vibe. You can also mix in vases or pots of plants to make the space look more interesting. Layout 6. Asymmetrical gallery wall. Asymmetrical layouts allow for the most freedom and creativity. They also require the least amount of planning ahead of time. With no set pattern or grid, feel free to mix and match different frame styles and sizes. Asymmetrical layout is one of the most flexible gallery wall layouts. The trick to achieving a chic asymmetrical gallery wall is to hang a large frame in the center and work your other frames around it. The idea is to create visual interest but with no direct symmetry involved. This approach uses a collection of unique frames that are complementary to one another without matching. Mixing various styles, sizes and colors of frames is important, but the key is trying to keep the saturation of the images similar. This style is for those searching for the middle ground. Asymmetrical gallery walls can be very simple and effective if you want that something in between the sleek and neat look. A small number of frames can create a balanced, elegant layout. For a less rigid look, use a larger number of frames in a wide variety of sizes or styles. When putting together an asymmetrical gallery wall, always arrange around a midline, whether it be vertical or horizontal. Layout 7. The suspended look gallery wall. The suspended layout is one of the gallery wall layouts that give a rustic, throwback vibe. You can either use craft wire, traditional hangers, or a string of lights to hang your photos or wall art. Pair your everyday prints with just a few household items, string and clothespins, to recreate this suspended look in your space. Loop the string through the rungs of a ladder for a rustic look, or hang the string from a branch to bring the outside in. Or better yet, make your prints glow by replacing the string with a string of lights. Get creative and make this way to display photos without frames your own. Layout 8. The floating style gallery wall. Your photos deserve all the attention. For an elevated and modern photo wall layout, arrange a set of floating frames on your wall to give the appearance of floating photos. These frames tout effortless style and allow your images to truly stand out. Whether you go with matching sizes of this frame or switch it up for a more eclectic look, these statement pieces come fully finished and ready to hang with instructions, making it even easier for you. Layout 9. Closed style gallery wall. From the name itself, the closed layout means all framed photos or wall art has no space with each other. Align your frames to touch in areas and create a unique, closed layout. By including frames with a good amount of matte, the white space from the matte becomes the space between your photos. This looks suitable for smaller spaces or for a modern twist. Use a variety of large and small frames. Layout 10 on a mantle gallery wall layout. A mantle is the perfect space to experiment with a gallery wall without making it a permanent installation. You can easily swap and rearrange pieces according to the seasons, holidays or special occasions. Layout 11 Trio Style Gallery Wall. The trio style is one of the easiest and most common gallery wall layouts. It's achieved by splitting 3 framed photos or wall arts into 3. It could either be arranged horizontally, vertically or asymmetrical. Layout 12 Collection Style Gallery Wall. Remember, everything can be art and be framed or be part of your gallery wall. It could be a collection of hats, mirrors, plants, or a collection of everything you bought and received while traveling. Layout 13 Eclectic Style Gallery Wall. This is a more informal style, combining different art genres, techniques, a variety of frames and even 3D objects. Mastering this style depends on how pieces interact with each other. Some refer to it as the salon style. No matter which gallery wall style you choose, finding the right space is the first step. Think about the feeling you want to achieve with your design. The way the pieces are arranged is as important as what they display. Keep in mind, you don't need a lot of wall space to create an interesting gallery wall. When working with a gallery wall in a stairway, start by deciding where your collection will start and where it will end. Marking off this space with masking tape can help you visualize the space you're working to fill. Consider art and items that are relatively flat so your staircase can remain functional when you're carrying things up or down the stairs. Family room and living room gallery walls can be as big or as small as you like. Consider the space you're working with and how you want to fill it. Finding the theme or subject matter for your collection is key. Do you want it to be all about family or the art you love? Your collection can be inspired by your travels, the music you love, nature, vintage pieces, a favorite hobby or pastime, or simply a vignette of your favorite photographs. Gallery wall in the kitchen or dining room can add a homey, relaxed feel. Alternatively, it can make a sophisticated and refined statement, depending on the style and art pieces you choose. Add visual interest with 3D objects, like the wooden spoon and fork, galvanized steel letters and decorative planters. Incorporate a chalkboard or a letterboard that can be updated. Pick your frames before you pick your artwork. It is much easier to size a print to the exact dimensions of a frame than it is to find the perfect frame to fit your oddly sized artwork. Creating an artistic gallery wall is a wonderful way to make a statement about who you are and what you like, whether it is paintings or personal photographs, prints or quirky illustrations. You can combine them to create a gorgeous gallery. A gallery wall doesn't have to be photos only, it can be your art collection too, a haphazard collection of paintings, plates, masks and more. A gallery wall is a cool decor idea that is a display of photos, art and various objects you want on the wall. Photo gallery walls add a touch of personality and thoughtful design to any room. They are a great way to showcase your photography, from the professional to the personal. And by displaying your favorite images, art pieces, or prints, your home will become an instant conversation starter to spark the telling of your stories. I hope you liked the different types of gallery wall design ideas shown in this video. Please like and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching my video.